Can you pull up Mark Cuban? Mark Cuban goes on Jon Stewart. They're having a conversation together, and the entire time, Mark Cuban was there to promote Twitter on behalf of Elon Musk. And if you want to play this clip, Rob, go ahead.
Need some audio, Rob.
It's not so much
go back a little bit, Rob.
thing. It's more like
the first 5 seconds.
But watching what's happened in Silicon Valley is insane.
Right.
Right. It's not so much a support thing. It's more like a takeover thing, trying to put themselves in a position to have as much control as possible.
Is this the Musk clip?
They want Trump to be the CEO of the United States of America.
Let it continue, because there's one that's specifically him calling. Let it play, Rob.
They want to be the board of directors that makes him listen to them. It's not a good thing.
What is the ethos? Because it seems like in the old days of innovation, there was a certain amount of we're innovating the internet, we're taking things. Now it seems much more about sort of this social engineering and transhumanism, and we are going to join with computers, and together 8 of us are going to run everything.
Dominate, right?
Is that the ethos you see?
Yeah, I think
I'm going to go with yeah. You just said yeah.
So here's Mark Cuban on another clip, Rob. I just send it to you as well if you want to find it. This one it's a lightweight. This wasn't a big deal.
So Pat, Jon Stewart's show, is he on all the time?
No, he's not. He's doing it once a week.
He does Mondays.
Okay, got you.
So if you can, Rob, there's a clip specific. That's the main one that went viral, Rob. It's a clip I just texted you. You can find it on Twitter. You don't need to go over there. Just type in Musk.
Cuban.
Tap in Cuban and Musk, and you should see it. That's the one. So this is about him going straight after Elon. I think this is the one. Go ahead.
Look at Elon, right? Elon, in being one of those powerful people, he's trying to be the most influential man in the world. It sounds like a commercial, but literally that's what Twitter has given him.
I've got to say, I think he might be that. I don't even think he's trying to be. When you talk about somebody who is setting up satellite links for war zones and also controlling discourse in the most important media platform, I would think he is the most powerful.
Because Twitter is in almost every country, right? And so Twitter gives him the ability to connect to the prime minister, the head of every country in the world.
That's right.
And that person, whoever's in charge of that country, has an interest in what happens on Twitter. And what happens on Twitter, because of the control of the algorithms being the biggest user, is all dependent on Elon Musk. He literally, wherever his thumb wants to go, he gets to push as hard.
And he certainly, he's transparent about where he wants things to go. I think he's very clear that civil war is inevitable,
right,
and that white people are under the gun.
Concerning.
Right. It's it'll be like civil war is inevitable, and then he'll write underneath there, kind of an understatement on there. But I can't decide whether or not it's better to know exactly where he stands and know where he's going to be put the thumb on, because he's clearly a very bright guy.
Yeah, for sure.
And he has a media empire that has the largest reach and most influence of anything on the face of the earth. And there's no question he's going to leverage it in this election. No question.
But the crazy part is he has more impact globally than he does domestically, in my opinion, right? Because when you go on X, you see a preponderance of right-leaning people. You don't see a lot.
They're all over my For You. I've never clicked on any of these
Well, that's the whole thing. That's the way algorithms work, right?
What?
Yes.
They do the opposite of what I want?
Yes. When somebody tells them, when you write an algorithm, I haven't written a lot, it's been a while, but when you write one, you get to set the parameters of what you want to see happen. And he certainly has done that to the things he likes. But it's different in other platforms. And the good news is, 20% of adults in the United States are on Twitter. So, there's 80% who aren't there.
But isn't this a certain amount of tech bro malpractice, that there is this incredible need in the marketplace of something that is slightly less
Watch what he says here. He tries to give love to threads.
Toxic when it comes to there.
And
they came out with threads, and you're on it for 2 seconds, and you're like, I think I need an app.
No, I like threads. Threads is getting better. Try it. No,
yeah,
it's getting
here's
better.
Something that doesn't sell online. No, it's getting better.
Tom.
So I disagree with a couple angles in there. It's like you're trying to say that somehow Elon Musk is the largest lobbyist and he's dangerous, but only 20% of American adults are using it. Which way are you going to be, Mark? which way is the criticism? And by the way, he says, you don't think that Zuckerberg and others are doing the same thing and are getting called out for that in the same way? I don't know. I think that was kind of a softball by Jon Stewart, even though he called it out kind of jokingly there at the end.
Vinny?
I don't have much. It's just Mark Cuban. I don't think he likes Elon Musk at all because Elon Musk is bigger, better, and the guy spent how many billions of dollars to give us a platform that, some people are on there saying some
44.
stupid stuff. $44 billion, okay? And people are saying mean things, but he gave it to us so that everybody could speak. And I'm pretty sure a lot of people out there had friends when we were complaining about all the censorship and all the FBI at Twitter and everything. And what did all the people on the left say? Well, if you don't like it, go ahead and buy your own. Well, guess what? One of ours bought it so we could say whatever the hell we want. I think they all just hate him, period.
Adam.
Mark Cuban's an interesting guy, man. The evolution of Mark Cuban. So Mark Cuban is what, 65, 66 years old, I want to say?
He looks great.
So I think he bought the Dallas Mavericks in 2000. So he's been in the public eye for 25 years now. Fact check me on this. How old is he? 65, 66? What
66.
Is he? Boom.
He's a looker.
What year did he buy the Mavericks? 2000, give or take? Just
99.
Okay. So
stud.
I'm 1 year off. This guy.
Actually, maybe you're right. You're right because it says he sold his shares in 99 for $5.7 billion, and then he bought the Mavs sometime that year or 2000.
So basically, he's 65, 66 years old. He bought the Mavericks in 2000, so he's had 25 years in the spotlight. Nobody knew who this tech pro was before he bought the Mavericks. And what's interesting about Mark Cuban is this guy was the rebel without a cause of the NBA. I don't know if there's another owner in the NBA like him now or possibly ever that was animated on the sidelines, getting fined every single game, fighting with refs, fighting with other fans. This guy was active. So now, then, the evolution of Mark Cuban, they won a championship in 2010. Boom, he starts doing the Shark Tank thing. Shark Tank's been a #1 show on CNBC for decade plus. What's his next move? I think politically, I know, Pat, you have a lot to say on this. You've interviewed Mark. You've exchanged a lot of things online. But something tells me Mark Cuban's got his eye on something, and a lot of it is leaning towards politics. What do you think, PBD?
These are my thoughts. It's one of two things that Cuban is doing, his attacks on Trump and Musk. One, he's either plotting his next big move to buy CNN, buy media platform, since he just recently sold a big chunk of Mavs, or campaign for 2028, or he has no moves and he's just envious. If it's number one, respect, he's going after the big dogs, no problem. If it's number two, there's two types of competitors out there. Those who win by outworking, out improving, out strategizing, outlasting, and those who do whatever they can to pull the guys ahead of them down, right? Now, Musk and Trump, it's a very weird dynamic because Trump is 12 years older than him. Musk is 13 years younger than him, Rob, if you want to go a little lower. So Musk is 13 years younger. They both annoy for different reasons. Trump is who Cuban kind of wants to be. Trump secretly is Cuban's hero.
So?
I think so. I think so, Doc. I think they're both billionaires. They both have an award-winning show. But only one of them is a trifecta and a president. And Cuban knows if he becomes a president, he'll be the second one. And that probably irritates the hell out of him. He just doesn't know if he wants to work that hard to become a president. If you notice, if Cuban does podcasts, it's normally on a Zoom or people go to him. He doesn't go on podcasts. That's what Trump does. That's what others do. He doesn't see himself as somebody that's going to go there. Musk, on the other hand, is annoying for different reasons. Why do you continue going after you're the richest man in the world? What are you doing? Why do you think so big? Why is he more famous than Cuban, even though he's never had a TV show, never owned a professional sports team? Is he smarter than Cuban? Is he as an engineer in business, winning the crowd house? So Cuban made the mistake of choosing forced community win over. Academia, MSM, woke, ESG, DEI, and mandate community. Musk chose independents, libertarians, crypto podcasters, free to choose. As a fierce competitor must drive him insane to see an older and a younger man beating him. This shouldn't bother the average person, but it does bother him because he thinks very highly of himself. You got to respect that. And that's why I'm convinced this hurts Cuban as much as it does. He has three options. Go after Musk and Trump, but choose to get into the arena to compete, buy CNN, buy platform, start a podcast like the All in Pod, but do something. Run for office. Two, sit on the sidelines and focus on your next 5 to 15 moves. 3, just be an influencer and a spokesperson for mainstream media of academia, woke, the ESG community that doesn't have the values and principles of an alpha leader who attracts an alpha base, loyal base. Either way, I think he has no choice but to make a big move very soon, or else a high level of bitterness and envy is around the corner.
Yeah.
And we'll see which one he's going to do.
I think he's so conflicted because a 65-year-old white billionaire is not the future of the current Democratic Party. Sorry. And he's already attacked Trump and Elon and everyone on the right so much that they're just not going to embrace him. He's also in Texas. So, Texas, everything's bigger in Texas. I just think he's got a lot on his plate, meaning he's got a lot on his mind, meaning I think he's got a lot of moves to make. What if your 3 options?
You don't think he's qualified to run for 2028?
No, I think he's fully qualified.
Okay.
I'm saying if he does it as a Republican, there's a no chance for that.
No.
If he does it as a Democrat, I also think the chances are very limited because of who he is.
No.
A rich white man. It's just not part of the game plan these days. The way that the current Democratic Party is structured.
See, that's the part where I don't know if I agree with that. Rob, do me a favor. Play this clip. It's a video I just sent you, because a part of it is also seeing how the market reacts to it. Like, even if you go to the bottom of this comment and you see what other people are saying, let me first show this video. A guy commented on Mays, who does a pretty good job on Twitter himself. He was one of the guys that commented on this. Watch this video of Mark Cuban on Bill Maher when Bill Maher had long hair. If you go ahead.
You're a Trump booster. You're a supporter.
I wouldn't say that, but I like the fact that he's changing politics.
Oh, I thought you were a Trump supporter.
Well,
he talks about you like you are.
Well, he's allowed to do that, but I just like the fact that the political game is no longer the same. You don't have to be a perfect candidate any longer.
But he's a birther.
Yep.
He's a global warming denier.
Yep.
And he's at least racist adjacent.
Oh, God. Look at the audience.
Is this the clip where he says Trump has no chance?
You're not a global warming denier, and you're not a racist, and you're not a birther. How can you like a guy who is all those things?
Because I want to see the political system change. Period. End of story. He's not going to win. He's got no chance. But someone who is an
chance. He's leading.
I told him that, right?
Really? You think he has no chance?
None. But as an imperfect candidate, being the leader right now, he opens the door for other imperfect candidates. Because up until now,
that's what we want.
Present company excluded.
Governor Pataki?
For the imperfect,
right?
I like that.
White guy politician cut out.
Look, he has to eat those words.
I love
the internet is forever. No chance. As someone as credible, quote unquote credible, as Mark Cuban come out and saying this must have been in 2015, 2016 when 2016 was already in the lead. Mm-hmm. No chance. All right. So that's his legacy on his resume right now.
Yeah, loved him, and now he was taught to hate him.
I mean, a lot of people get a lot of things wrong. Trust me. When you do podcasts for as long as we have, I'm sure we got a lot of things wrong. You're not going to get things right all the time. This is why, my dad would always say never, because you have no clue what the hell is going to happen one day. So he fell for the trap of being part of the 100% community or the 0% community, and we've all fallen there before. But the point becomes, with his new play, some are saying he's doing it because he runs a pharmaceutical company and he's going to get the Kamala Harris camp to help him, and, with certain rules and guidelines that he wants to help him out because that's how he's going to make the big money to go to the next level, et cetera, et cetera. I don't know. But when he's up there on Jon Stewart, kind of bashing Elon Musk, well, he's using Twitter to be able to do this. You would too if you had the money, but you don't. Well, what he's doing. Yeah. You would too. You would definitely. What he's doing. Yeah, bro. You just don't have the kind of money that he has to do that. So what do you want to do about it? I will tell you, on the left, I'm telling you guys right now, on the left for 2028, the left has to sit there and look at case study of what's working, what's not working. You ready? Here's case study. How did Trump get elected? Fame, business, success, all of that.
Attitude.
Bloomberg got in. Bloomberg, the only reason he didn't win is because he doesn't have personality. He has no clue how to answer. He was not charismatic. He was the most boring $100 billion guy ever to run that just wouldn't inspire anybody.
And short.
and short.
Hey, hey.
He's using a stool. He kept saying he asked for a. I don't know why he would ask for that.
I'm not going to say that he asked for a stool. I won't bring it up, but I heard that
It rhymes with mule. Don't want to say it.
So I think Mark Cuban is a top 3 candidate for the left in 2028. I think he is. And he's now going after the 2 guys because he knows those are the 2 people. And by the way, why is he going after algorithm? Because he doesn't want it to work against him in 2028 when he runs for president. Good. If that's what he's doing. If he doesn't, very disappointing.
Chances he does run for something in 2028.
Well, what's something? He's not going to do governor of Texas.
That he runs.
I think he's going to run against, president?
Yeah.
If he doesn't, then he's just a mouthpiece. Then no problem. But if he doesn't, man.
Yeah.
What a waste of picking fights for no reason.
Yeah, he's choosing his enemies wisely.
What a waste of picking
Or
fights.
unwisely.
I think he's punching up.
Here's what I can tell you. What I do know for a fact is I'm convinced the future looks bright, and we want 1 million people to wear the gear Future Looks Bright. The USA hats, last time we had, it sold out like this. They're officially back, the USA hats. If you want them, order them ASAP. If your entire family loves America and you want to sport it for the rest of the year. So indirectly, when nowadays people are like, well, when you have an American flag in the house, what are you really saying politically? Which way do you lean? It means I love America. You know what people think when you wear a USA hat and you're walking around and on the side it says Future Looks Bright? You're making a statement when you wear this. And by the way, brand spanking new limited gear being dropped here. This will go out in no time. I wear these flip-flops now because when you have Jesus feet like I do, you have to wear flip-flops that are comfortable. And these are the most comfortable flip-flops. It's got the gel in it and a little lift here when you wear this. It's ridiculous.
Feels good.
Future Looks Bright, American flag. Wear them during the summer. Wear them while you're walking out. Wear them while you're walking your dogs at the house with the VT logo on it. This is limited supply. First come, first serve. Some sizes will probably be gone. Go to VT Merch and order it. And by the way, for those of you that are getting the VT gear, post the pictures all over the place. We see you. Can we show some of these? Look at this one here. Pink VT hat. Go to the next one, Rob, if you can.
I know her.
This is Nick Moore, who's an NFL player for the Baltimore Ravens there. If you can zoom in.
he at?
Zoom in right there. That's him. Look what he's wearing to the left.
Wow.
Freaking walking in with a Future Looks Bright hat. What a stud. Go to the left one, Rob. That's him. That's another one with the military one. Good for you with the beard. Another one sporting it. Keep going, Rob. We got hundreds of these. Brian McClain. Keep going. Another one. These were unique ones that we had. Keep going.
Nice.
Keep going. Baby girl. Keep going. Keep going.
Adorable.
Keep going, Rob. Keep going. Keep going. Anyways, we got a bunch of these here. Gang, buy the gear, sport it, let the world know you believe the future looks bright, especially if you represent the brand. I'm grateful for you. I'm thankful for you. I love the fact that we got confident, strong people who believe in debate, discourse, that want to represent the freedom and different values and principles that we believe in. We love you guys. We appreciate you. Go to vtmerch.com, place your order.
So if you like this clip and you want to watch another one, click right here. And if you want to watch the entire podcast, click right here.